Phil's. I've never seen anyone like Phil. Anyone at that age, like Phil, with his ability, with his football knowledge, his freedom, I suppose, in how he plays and how he expresses himself, and the ability that he's got is frightening. I'm a huge fan of Phil. Lucky to get to play with him pretty much every day, and I look forward to what he can do and love playing with him. So I'm extremely lucky. City are extremely lucky. England as well, that we've got someone like that, and we want to. I want to help him through whatever it might be, and make sure that he gets what he needs on and off the pitch, and that allows him to go and play as he played the other night. Right from the first game, it's the best response in what he's been doing. All 3 games that he's played in been terrific, and it's about us finding that partnership again, whoever we play with, and I think we have done in these 3 games, and now it's time for us to keep building and keep improving, and that's great credit to him. You know, I spoke at length on Harry before, and there was a lot of questions that I got asked, and you know, playing with someone for so many games at England and been through so many moments with him, knowing what he's been going through at his club as well, and the person that he is, I think it speaks volumes about him, to come through that and to still believe in himself, like I believed him, like all the teams believed him, and you know, his teammates at United. And I think there's been a lot of noise from the outside which he's not listened to, and tried to improve on himself and better himself, and he's come into this tournament and hit the ground running, and that's great credit to him. So happy to see him back and feel him back to 100%, and him feeling confident within his body as well, I think is a massive thing, after having surgery. But you know, as you said, we've played a lot of games together, and we know each other's movements, each other's patterns of play. He's not afraid of telling me when I've done wrong, and vice versa, which is, you know, a great quality to have. And I think how he played in such a high-pressured game the other day after being out for so long was, again, credit to himself and how he helped the team. And I think Gareth brought him off 60, 70 minutes, something like that, and feeling great. So yeah, it's great to have him back and firing on all cylinders.
And how important is Kyle's recovery pace in terms of giving you and Harry the confidence to maybe play slightly further forward?
You saying I'm not fast?
No, you're not as fast as Kyle.
No, exactly. It's a great attribute that he's got, and definitely that's what makes a team. I think, you know, in certain situations we kind of rely on him to get us out of a bad situation, or whatever it might be, and I think as players we always try and play to our strengths, and during the week try and work on our weaknesses. But no, it's a great strength for us as a team that Kyle's, you know, as I said, back on, feeling great, feeling fit, and for us as England, that to use that both ends of the pitch, I suppose, going forward and back, his physicality as a player is the best I've seen. Yeah, it's the hardest part of being a manager is choosing that starting 11, and knowing that there's 11 happy players, and the rest that haven't made that starting 11 aren't. And we've got an incredible group here, that the boys that don't make the pitch or come on and have an impact in the game, which everyone's seen that they've made big impacts. They're very selfless and put their own feelings aside for the group, for the team, and that's part of our success. But yeah, I don't envy managers in general when they've got to make those decisions. Yeah, great. I spoke before coming into the tournament about I suppose why that was getting brought up quite a bit, and rightly so, because of the summer that we had coming before we're coming into this tournament. and extremely proud right now of how we've dealt with the group, coming off those games, conceding, losing, form as a team, form as a unit, in defence. I can only concentrate on what I can affect and what I can do and what I believe in, and that was looking back at previous tournaments, previous times that we've played, and knowing that we've hit these heights and that we need to get back to them. And I think that we've done really well since we've been here and since we met up, working hard on the fundamentals, the basics as a team, and definitely as a back four or as a defensive unit. So we're still looking to improve every game, but definitely didn't listen to the outside noise and concentrated on what I could do. I don't think you could have put it better. That's why it's the best competition in the world. That's why we've already seen big upsets, and that we definitely don't want to be one of those teams that takes anything for granted, doesn't respect the opposition in whatever form. And I think that we've always done that, always shown teams respect, no matter what form they're in, what players they've got. And I will continue doing that all the throughout the time that I'm here anyway. And I'm looking forward to the teams that we've not played before and progressing through this tournament as well. That's the biggest aim, that we've got to concentrate on ourselves and go out and perform like we can. Round of 16, I suppose. I couldn't tell you. I'm not one for putting a title on it, if you want to say like that. I think I always aim for the highest thing, and that's to win the competition. And I've always said it, that we're in the competition to try and win it. That's my belief, that we can do it as well, and that's not being overconfident. That's being humble enough to see what goes on in our training and what the staff do and how we prepare for everything, and believing in ourselves as well. I think sometimes we can be quite negative and too negative about things, and we need to be more positive and start thinking about all the things that we've done and all the things that lead us to these points and why we get here. And we need to be positive about our ambitions and where this competition can take us. Yeah, well, this started 4 years ago for us now, winning our first shootout in I'm not sure how many years, but that was a big step for us in a vital part of that tournament. And then obviously in the Euros it didn't work out how we wanted it to. So yeah, we've been doing a lot of work on penalties, from the fine details of it, looked back on certain aspects of times that we've been in penalty shootout before, as in the Euros, and working on individuals' needs as well. Everyone's not used to taking penalties, that sometimes have to step up, and it's about trying to find comfort within that high-pressured environment, not a normal environment for some people. So yeah, trying to get used to being uncomfortable and being confident in our ability and what we can do within that moment, to make it easy for the lads like myself that haven't taken penalties. And if I need to, the process that I need to go through to step up and take a penalty and hopefully be clinical within that time. It's always difficult, I think, when you see big teams or big players in teams that don't have the success that you want, or don't live up to the expectation of a nation or where they see themselves, and we don't ever want to fall into that category. So I think that's great motivation for us, as a reminder that as we spoke about before, you never want to take anything for granted or who you're playing against, as I spoke about. And you know, I think all we can affect is what we're doing and what games we're playing and who we're playing against, and giving it our all. And you know, I don't think me speaking on other teams or other generations sometimes can help or put us in a. I don't want to put more pressure on us as a team. And yeah, I'm a big believer of honestly controlling what we can, and that is the game on Sunday and how we approach it, which we have been obviously started this week, and giving it everything. I think every game that we've played in, we've tried, and obviously sometimes not got the result that we wanted. We showed that in the group against USA, but we looked back at that game and thought, you know what, how well organised they were, how well we actually played. Maybe we could have been better, but took that into the next game. And yeah, I think we just got to give it everything and not focus on too much what's happening on the outside. I think so, yeah. I think Riyad wanted to be here 1,000%, knowing how much he loves football, how much he loves international football. And I think he was hurt that he wasn't, you know, after such a good few years with his national team and what they achieved. And I'm sure he'll be sat at home wishing that he was here and watching probably every game, knowing him as a person. And he'll be working hard on a training pitch back at City and doing everything he can for when this competition finishes and when he gets the opportunity again to play with his national team to make it right for the next time.